Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last session we have discussed about deduction of gas laws from kinetic gas expressions. So in that session we have considered deduction of Boyle's law, okay, deduction of Boyle's law, then we considered Charles law, then we considered Dalton's law, okay, Dalton's law of partial pressure, and we considered Graham's law, right? Graham's law of diffusion. Well, in this session we are going for the next concept, that is Maxwell's distribution of molecular velocities of a gases. Okay. Well, Maxwell's distribution, or we can consider Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution of speeds of those molecules of a gases. Now we know that gas particles are separated by a large empty space. Means we say intermolecular space in case of solids is very less, liquids minimum, but in case of gas they are going to have a very large empty spaces in between the molecules. Means molecules are get separated by a large intermolecular space. And if I consider their mobility means in case of solids the particles are not moving at all, or I can say they have very less motions from their mean positions. On the other hand, if I consider gases, what about movement of particles? Particles move rapidly, okay, is the one more characteristics. They have a large empty space and they are moving rapidly in all the directions, okay. Well, during their movement, as they move rapidly, what is the possibility? I consider two type of collisions. One is the particles they collide with one another, okay. What we can say here, the particles they collide with one another, okay. And what is the other possibility? Particles they collide with the walls of a container, okay. Whenever that gas is taken in a vessel, what are the possibilities? We observe two type of collisions, okay. What is that? They collide themselves, gaseous molecules they collide with each other themselves, and they also collide with the wall of a container. So we observe two type of collisions here. So because of these collision, okay, because of these collision, whatever they collide with one another or they may collide to the walls of a container. During collision, what happens? Due to frequent collisions, okay, due to frequent collisions, the speed and direction of motion of molecules keep on changing. So what we observe here, the speed of the molecule changes, as well as direction of motion of molecule, it changes continuously, okay. So what we say is gas particles they are separated by large empty space and they are moving rapidly in all the directions. And how they are moving randomly, there is no any specific direction. Then as they collide with each other, as well as they also collide to the walls of a container, what happens? Due to these frequent collisions, speed as well as direction of motion of a molecules, it keep on changing, it changes continuously. So they do not have same speed. So there are 100 molecules. If I consider a gas, a vessel is filled with 100 molecules of a gas, particular gas, means all these 100 molecules do not have same speed and same directions. The speed will be different and their direction of motion is also different. Because what is the reason for it? It is because of the collisions, okay. Well, now on the basis of these observations, okay, on the basis of what, as they collide with one another and they are moving in different directions with a different speed, on the basis of this, Maxwell and Boltzmann, two scientists, Maxwell and Boltzmann together proposed that although it is not possible to find out the speed of individual molecules, okay, so practically it is not possible to find out the speed of a individual molecule, okay, it is not possible to find out the speed of an individual molecule. All 100 molecule speed cannot be measured practically, but what we can do, yet from probability considerations. Okay, with the help of probability, it is possible by distribution of molecules among different speeds. What else we can do is we can find out the probable speed of the group of molecules. Say out of 100, around 80 molecules may have high speed. Okay, they are moving with high speed. Around 20 molecules are moving with the low speed. Okay, such probability can be specified. Okay, so Maxwell and Boltzmann, what they have done is by considering probability, they explained about distribution of molecules among different speeds. They made certain group of molecules, a fraction of molecules out of total, some fraction of molecules are moving with high speed, some fraction of molecules moving with low speed, and some fraction of molecules are moving with the average speed. Such kind of distributions are made by these two scientists, Maxwell and Boltzmann. Well, that can be explained with the help of graph. That distribution itself is called Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution. So what that distribution speaks about? It speaks about the fraction of molecules moving with a different velocities. Okay, the distribution curves remain constant at a particular temperature, means that we know that the kinetic energy of the molecules, gaseous molecules, okay, is directly proportional to absolute temperature. If you increase the temperature, kinetic energy also increases. If you decrease the temperature, kinetic energy also decreases. Therefore, the curves, the distribution curves can be plotted only at a particular temperature. If you change the temperature, what happens? The curves, the nature of curve also changes. The curve may shift either right or left in the graph. Okay, therefore we say the distribution curves remain constant. It remains constant at a particular temperature. What is the reason here? Since kinetic energy of the molecule is directly proportional to temperature. If you change the temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecule also changes, so that molecules move with the speed, it in turn changes. Okay, well, now if I consider graphical representation of the fraction of molecules versus speed, different speeds. Say fraction of molecules, n divided by delta n. N indicates the fraction of molecules having sufficient kinetic energy with respect to speed. Now if you plot a graph, so how we observe? We get a curves like this. So here the maximum of a curve, the peak of a curve, what it indicates? It indicates the most probable velocity. Okay, here the fraction of molecules having maximum fraction of molecules, large number of fraction of molecules having sufficient velocity. Therefore, the corresponding speed is referred as a most probable velocity. Means the maximum fraction of molecules having most probable velocities. When I consider next to that, if speed increases, means what? It is considered as a average velocity. Further, if increase in the speed, it is considered as a root mean square velocity. Means if I consider distribution of fields, we have three types of speeds, or I can say velocity of a molecules. One is the most probable velocity, second one average velocity, and the third one root mean square velocity. So if you consider molecules, gaseous molecules, yes, they have three type of velocities: most probable velocity, average velocity, and root mean square velocity. Okay, well, now what this graph indicating means, it indicates the Maxwell distribution of speeds at a particular temperature. If a temperature changes, what happens? This graph shifts either, this curve shift either right side or left side in a graph. Okay, now what is the conclusion we can draw from this graph? Means the fraction of molecules with very low or very high velocities is small. Means when I look at the graph, the fraction of molecules versus speed, okay, n divided by delta n, fraction of molecules, what we observe is, say here it is like is the nature of graph? The peak, what we said, it is the most probable velocity, and next to that we said average, and next to this root mean square velocity. Okay, root mean square velocity, just specify that. Now here, if I consider the fraction of molecules with very low or very high velocities, so very high velocity means is the last line. Look at the corresponding fraction of molecules. The fraction of molecules with a very high velocity is small. If speed is more, corresponding speed of the molecule is more, fraction of molecules is also less. Means the fraction of molecules with very high velocity is very small. So what that graph indicating? The fraction of molecules with very low or very high velocities is very small. Okay. So the fraction of molecules possessing higher speed goes on increasing till it reaches, okay, till it reaches the peak, and thereafter it starts decreasing. Means when speed is very less, in a graph we can observe that, say, speed increases, right, and is the nature of a graph. When speed is less, what about fraction of molecules? Fraction of molecules is also less. Say when fraction of molecules possessing higher speed goes on increasing, means when speed increases it reaches certain peak, it reached a certain peak, okay, is the peak maxima, thereafter it starts decreasing. Okay, so the maximum fraction of molecules, what we can analyze in this graph means the maximum fraction of molecules possesses velocity corresponding to the peak of a curve. That peak also indicates the fraction of molecules. It is the maximum fraction of molecules possesses velocity corresponding to the peak of a curve is referred as a most probable velocity. Okay, then how we can define this most probable velocity means is the velocity possessed by maximum fraction of molecules at a particular temperature. So in a graph, what we observed, n divided by delta n indicating fraction of molecules and speed. Okay, so what we observed here is the nature of graph like this, and is the peak, okay, is the peak. That peak also indicates corresponding fraction of molecules, right? That peak is also indicating corresponding fraction of molecules. Now at this point, what it indicates? It is the velocity possessed by maximum fraction of molecules. Is the speed, or you can say velocity, corresponding speed or velocity. So the velocity possessed by maximum fraction of molecules at a particular temperature is referred as, this corresponding speed is referred as most probable, okay, most probable velocity. So in a graph of fraction of molecules versus speed, the velocity possessed by maximum fraction of molecules at a particular temperature is referred as a most probable velocity. Okay, well, then how the temperature is going to affect? Temperature is going to affect the distribution of speeds, means these curves means, so on increasing temperature of the gas, the molecular motion becomes rapid. Are you agree with this? As I already mentioned, if you increase the temperature, what happens? Kinetic energy of the gaseous molecules increases. Means if kinetic energy increases, they started moving rapidly, right? Therefore we say the MPV, okay, maximum probable velocity, say u, that velocity is abbreviated with u now, MPV. So what this indicating? It indicates the maximum probable velocity. Okay, as temperature increases, kinetic energy of the gaseous molecule increases, therefore the maximum probable velocity also increases. Therefore if speed increases, where that curve will go? Obviously those curves shifts, the distribution curve shift towards which side? They shift towards the right side in a graph. Means if you increase the temperature, the curve started shifting in the right side in a graph. Yes, we can visualize that. So as the temperature increases, the fraction of molecules having higher speed goes on increases. Okay, well, so we can analyze here. Say at 100 Kelvin T1, when temperature increases from 100 to 300 Kelvin, what happened? That fraction of molecules, or you can say most probable velocity, it shifts in a right side. Again 600, again shifts in right side. 1000 K, again shifts in a right side. Means it indicates the Maxwell distribution curves at different temperatures. When temperature is kept constant, peak also remains at a particular position, we are going to get a most probable velocity. But if you increase the temperature, that peak shifts in a right side as a like. Okay, so we can say here, as the temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, therefore most probable velocity of the molecule also increases. Therefore the peak of a curve shifts in the right side of a curve. Okay, in a graph, that peak of a curve shifts in the right side. So with this, I'm going to conclude about this session. Again, in the next session, we go for other concept. Thank you. Be safe.